Hello again, everyone. It's Vince Four here from Trading Winds, and this is our update for September 19th, 2024. Let's take a quick look at how the market did today. Well, as you can see on the right side of my screen, it did very well. So, yesterday we had the Fed announcement out, and the market shot up initially and then sold off. We actually closed in the red. And today, right from minute one, early this morning, the futures were high, and we just carried on that way. I mean, it was pretty steady throughout. Didn't really feel like a broad, uh, rally, but at the end of the day, when you look across, when I look across all my watch list, most of it was green, and the Dow here moving off to a fresh new all-time high up 560 points. Then S&P 500, fresh new all-time high, up 96 points. The Nasdaq up almost 500 here, up 489. Not a fresh new all-time high, but it did overcome one major hurdle, which was this prior high here from August 22nd. That is hugely important. And now all we need is a follow through, and we can expect a move back to the all time highs here. Looking pretty good. The Russell had a huge day, up 47.5 points here. And the Russell, when you look at the Russell overall here, and here's the full picture, right? This is the full history on the weekly time frame. And so initially we were looking for a break out of this zone here. We got it. We're a little worried about the overhead resistance here. But if you look at where we closed today, let me just draw that in for you so you can get a visual. This is the level we closed at, right? And in a second, I will draw in the volume by price as well here so we can see that. Look at where we are. We are now right at the cusp of moving into the area here where there's really very little, if any, resistance left. This is the all-time high. So we are very close, but we have done the heavy lifting here. Now the road ahead gets even easier. So small caps looking pretty good right here as well. There's another one that I'm keeping my eye on, and that is CSCO. And CSCO, for a similar reason here, have a look at this orange line. We had drawn this in a while ago. Reason being, again, look at the amount of activity above it versus below it, right? Let me just confirm this. I want to confirm. So there's a bit more overhead resistance, but again, look at all the support behind us here, right? So now with CSCO breaking through that level, and again, we did close above it. We need to follow through, right? We need to break above that high and continue. So from here, it's looking pretty good. And, that was a real nice, successful retest of the 20 as well, and a break above this high. So now we can say we have higher lows, higher highs. And this is the weekly chart. So, that is definitely something I'm keeping an eye on here for future gains. But I do have a couple of weekly setups I will get to in a minute. But overall, on a day like this, when it's this strong, I don't really bother doing a full search, just because normally things settle back like that. And anyway, we have several long positions on there doing quite well. Let me just recap a few. And actually, I'll start from the later ones here. PNTG, still a beautiful looking chart. My God, this is awesome. And now we're breaking above that prior high there into new high territory. So that one just chugging along, looking real nice. MFC, same thing. I mean, look at the day today. Great time to continue to sell some, as we move up here, but definitely holding some for more gains. What else we have? FTAI, another one. Notice how clean they are, right? This is what we look for, and this is why. TRGP. So there are going to be times, when the market's a little choppy, more volatile, where we run into some rough patches and things are a little choppier. But when they're trending and we get strong moves, these tend to do really well. So that one's also doing well. PGR was another one that just looks fantastic. It actually pulled back a little today. Um, on a day like today, a little odd, but it's still doing very, very well. Looking great, sitting near all-time highs. And a couple from the other day, XLF about to break into all-time highs here, continues to look good. And Brinker, EAT, another beautiful runaway runner. So anyway, sitting on many longs here. So not really looking to add too many more right now. But again, I want things to settle down. We're heading into the end of the week here. We don't really have any major news due out tomorrow. We have a Fed official speaking, I believe, but that's not a big deal. We already know what their plan is. So yeah, right now things are looking pretty good. And when we look at the Dow, the S&P, the Nasdaq, the Russell, we are all above the 20 MA on all three time frames and trending very strongly to the upside.